Well, welcome everybody to the next episode of View from the Pen podcast. Today with me, Frank and Warren, we have a special guest, one half of our management duo, Kevin Scott. Evening, Kev.
Evening all.
You all right, Kev, mate?
Yeah, good, Warren.
Might as well start off with the same old start. So the game on Saturday, just might as well go to you first, Kev. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, I'll start by saying I think they're a very good team. I was pleasantly surprised how good they were. I think we spoke a little bit earlier about this. I'll go to say I think they're better than the Kings Park Rangers, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if they won the league comfortably. I think after speaking to their manager at the end of the game as well, what they have is they have a lot of boys there who come from Brighton to Regent, who drop down into them. So that they've all been playing a good standard of football. Then coaches drop into there just to carry on playing with their mates. But us overall, I thought Saturday, I don't think we was as good as we have been over the last few weeks. But there's a lot of positives again to take from that game. I think if we played that game 2-3 weeks into the season, I think we could have seen that scoreline doubled. Again, we were missing players, which is a shame at this level. You can't get the same team out every week, which is so frustrating for us. And it's probably just as frustrating as for you guys, the owners, the fans, watch every week. So it's an hard one to take. They were a good side. We didn't have a full strength team out, if I'm honest. As I said, we didn't play as good as what we have been. But a 3-0 loss to a team that have played together for many years and we're just starting out. I don't think it's as bad as what it sounds, if I'm honest.
No, I think I sort of agree. I watched the second half because I wasn't at the game. I watched the second half. First of all, evening, Jono.
Afternoon.
Jono,
You all right?
Jono Hollywood Edwards.
I'm not that rich.
That's a lovely shirt you got there, boy.
Thank you, mate. I saved it especially for today.
Good man. So what was I saying? I watched most of the second half live, and then obviously going back after watching the highlights, got most of the first half, not the first goal. I thought the first half was pretty close, and I thought we had some chances, they had some moments, but I think obviously the difference is that they've just got that little bit of quality in different areas.
They were clinical up top. They were clinical. They're three up top know exactly what each other were doing at any moment in that game. And when you've got that, it's massive, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like blaming referee and linos for losses, but I don't think the ref I think Jono and Frank will back me up on this. They were probably the poorest three.
I think it's probably only fair that we go to Frank for this one.
Well,
if he remembers.
Yeah. Quieter than you was on Saturday, Frank.
Yeah. What did you think of the game, Frank?
I think you heard what I thought. I mean, if you just watch back on the video and it'll tell you everything you need to know. No, I mean, in the cold light of day, I agree with Kev that they were a good side. Their front three were very good. We conceded a real poor first goal, you know, and the problem is when you concede early and you concede a poor goal against a good side, obviously you're always going to struggle. But in saying that, I thought our recovery was really well first. I thought we recovered really well first half, but I must not speak. But the referee was truly poor. You know, of all the games, and there have been some dodgy ones. It was real bad. You know, Faith. The challenges he was getting. I mean, he got booked for the first one. I genuinely don't know what the booking was for. The second one, I'm still not sure. The referee wasn't great. But in saying that, the best team, as Kev said, did definitely win. It just doesn't help, like I say, when you concede a real poor first goal. Tommy must have, I don't know what he did. He must have crashed the VO because we ain't got it on camera, have we? But yeah, so that's where he blushes there.
To be fair to Tom as well, he held his hand up half time. He said, that was absolute. He said, I've got to catch it, and I should have just looked it over the bar. So, sloppy goal. I think I don't know if you guys seen the VO for the third goal.
Yeah.
I watched it, but yesterday he was.
Was he clear offside? Because obviously I see our defenders running with the arms in the air and everything. Was he?
Yeah, I personally think, again, if he's not, I'd say he won't. But I think if you look, I think he's at least a yard and a half offside.
He is. Definitely is.
Yeah.
I think even the second goal could have been prevented because obviously we've allowed that striker to be able to bring the ball down, turn with our players all around him, and then obviously fire in the back of the net.
100% Warren, and we said that at the end of the game. As good as he was, I think we made him look better than what he was, if you know what I mean. Because everything he was dropping his right shoulder, taking on his left foot. Whether it was outside of his foot, inside of his foot. And we was just trying to beat him all the time to the ball, which I like that you can't do. You've just got to stand up against and not dive in.
Yeah, it was a lovely finish, but as you say, just too much time, too much space.
Yeah, no. And that's the difference. And that's the differences in them teams compared to us at the moment.
Yeah, it's a learning. The whole thing's a learning, isn't it? I think me and Jono was talking not just in terms of the playing staff, it's a learning, the management, the fans going to these different grounds at different levels. It's just so different.
No, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think, Dad did actually get told he couldn't get in till 2:00 on Saturday, but he only let me know. He only lets me know that yesterday. So we could have saved ourselves 20 minutes standing outside, but that's one of the things. But no, you're right. It was fine. I think I watched Faith's ones back. He fell over, gets up, walks away, got a yellow card. It doesn't look like he even noticed that the ref had booked him. There was a little stamp there that Owen noticed straight away. If the ref gives a yellow for that rather than Faith, or when Owen gets brought down 1-on-1, if he stays down and they get a red for that, it's just little bits. But no, I thought we gave him a good game. I
don't know if you noticed, but I've got booked.
And I was about to say that, mate. I did watch that. It took you 19 seconds to get a yellow card, and then you then spoke to him for another 2 minutes after that, and he didn't give you a second yellow card. Before he had anything to say, he decided to give you a yellow. But
my yellow card was for aggressive nature. I don't know what he means by aggressive. I walked over there. I didn't.
He knew you was coming, mate. You didn't go chasing over there. It was about 30 seconds after our time. It was ridiculous. It was a silly yellow card.
I still think. Go on, Kev. No, go on, Kev.
And all I said to him was, "Look, ref, there's two teams out here. Did you not see the stand?" And he went,
"No, and I know, and that's hot because it was on the other side of where he was. The lino was there, and Owen see it straight away. So it's bad for us 30 that was there. I did see it straight away.
Notice the lino was flagging for the foul originally. So surely if he's looking for the foul, he's got to keep looking there to see what happens next. And this is what my point to Jeff was.
Yeah.
And then the lino on our side, I sort of lost it a little bit, but he carded me. He went, just do yourself a favour and get back over there. And I went, I know you telling me what to do. I don't mind the ref.
I know. It's hard. Is it? But then it's not. I'd probably have done an even worse job than the ref on Saturday. He's only got one pair of eyes, but it's hard when it feels like it's going against you and against you and against you.
I just think, as I said at the beginning, I don't like blaming refs for defeats.
I'm
not blaming for that defeat on Saturday, but he contributed to it massively.
100%. And there's a couple of fine ones. If they did go our way, it'd have changed it massively.
Yeah.
If we scored one before they scored their third, even at 2 down, if we scored one, their first 10, 15 minutes, they were very good. But then after that, I think if we'd have got one, we had a chance of getting right back into it.
I still think at this level, the refs and the linos and the opposition players are just not used to playing in front of people. I think it makes a massive difference when we're bringing we're bringing like 30, 40 people. At home, we've got like 200 people. I just don't think they're used to it. And I think a lot of the schools, and I don't mean no disrespect to any of them, the pressure is getting to them a little bit. And that's, I
Well,
mean,
Jason,
I mean that in the nicest way.
They're both minors on Saturday. Both of them are under 16.
Yeah.
So if we like it, that's all that's left to referee this level. If they weren't doing it, then we'll be doing it ourselves. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so moving on from the game itself, what was the day like? What was the ground like? What was the place like? What was the pub like? Frank and Jono, you there, Kev.
I'll let Frank. Yeah, go on, Frank.
Well, I don't know how the coach driver got into the car park for a start. He deserves a pay rise. That geezer. I don't know how he got in there. When we got in there, I don't think it was much bigger than probably my living room with my kitchen attached. But it was a nice little pub, wasn't it? It was really nice. Couple of beers. We managed to jump on the bus. We got a little picture on the way to the ground because the coach was never getting where the pitch was. Halfway down, we kept getting pulled over, going, no, lads, you're going the wrong way. Brighton Sea, you playing Brighton Sea? He's like, yeah. They were like, no, Regent's that way. He was like, no, we're town. They were like, oh, yeah, keep going then, lads. So, yeah, it was probably about a 15-minute walk, wasn't it? But, no, it was good. And we jumped on the bus. Old Michael, Jono's brother, he spotted the bus, so we managed to get in there. So the journey there was a lot better than the journey back. But, no, it was a lovely day. And then the coach was a really nice day as well. So if we can have that much fun with a 3-0 loss, imagine if you boys enjoyed it at Tiptree. I missed that one, but I can't wait to be on the coach for a win. No, it was really good. Everyone was in really good form, so that's really enjoyable.
Well, the good news is, I think at White Notley, correct me if I'm wrong, John, there is a clubhouse. I believe there is a clubhouse, so
there is.
You should.
There's a bar. You ain't gonna get stuck outside. Yeah, it'll be a nice place to stand. It'll be a good watch.
Anyway, moving on
what's parking
game.
What's parking like there? Sorry, what's parking like at White Notley? Do we know?
No, I'll find out for you.
Well, I know one of their vets players. He messaged me, funny enough, yesterday and said, "Are you bringing the coach down?" He said, "Because obviously we need to clear the car park." Oh yeah. I went, "No, we're driving." He went, "Oh, that's good." He said, "Because I was about to clear the car park and we need to get the coach in." So I don't.
What's the team news for White Notley, Kev?
I ain't got a clue, mate. Oh, what? How team news or theirs?
Ask the manager. Yeah, ask the manager.
Oh,
I knew I should have got Cobbo on. So yeah, is it what is the team news, Kev? Any news on the injured players, etc.?
Fingers crossed. Bobby's back. Bobby's back, hopefully. I think we're going to lose Joe this week with his ankle. He had to come off in the midway through the first half. It swelled up the week before, and he thought it was all right, but it swelled up again. It was massive. It was like a balloon again. So I think he'll probably be out. I would probably say 2 weeks. Purdy's going to be longer, I think. I think Purdy's got shin splints or something like that, to be honest with you. He can't run at all.
The only way to get rid of them is to stop running and all.
Exactly. He's got to just stop and have a rest. I've got him to see a physio, I know, so he's going to see them on Thursday, which is good. Harry Prince, we've lost for 2 weeks now. He's on holiday, which is going to be, I think, a massive miss.
Yeah, definitely.
Personally, I think he's probably been the player of the season so far.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'd agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think he's been immense for us. Who else is there? Tom's struggling with his finger at the moment. He didn't train last night, and he's.
Do that bringing Jamal, will it?
Well, I spoke to Tom, and he said I should be all right. He's cancelled his golf. He's in a golf tournament on Wednesday, tomorrow, so he's cancelled that. So he said hopefully I'll be all right. But I've geared Jamal up for Saturday, because at first him and Tony weren't going to come down and do any training last night. And I said, no, get down there just in case we need him. So
Yeah.
Jamal's going to be there either way anyway. So, which is good. I think that's really about it. Oh, I'll tell you what, we've got a new boy coming. A guy called Reese. He played against us when we beat Grays in that Memorial Cup game. He was one of their better players. Trained last week with us, and we said, we like you. We like you have you on board. Didn't hear anything from him. You think he goes cold, or he's gone elsewhere. But he messaged me all the details. I've sent it over to Steve. I think he's all registered now to go.
Happy days.
What position is he, Kev?
He can play anywhere across the back, to be fair, Frank. He said, I'm not left-footed, but I'm comfortable there. He said, ideally right back. But I think Lewis is doing well there at the moment. The young lad from Romford. He can play inside. He can play anywhere along the back line. To be honest with you.
So are we still proactively looking for players to add to the squad, Matt, Kev?
Yeah, we always said if something comes in that's better, we'd always take them on. I'm trying my hardest, and Cobbo both Cobbos, trying to get a striker. He's someone who can put the ball. Yeah. I've grown up with him. Me and Greaves played football together years ago, and as good as he is, he does what we need him to do at the moment.
Yeah,
we need someone to just be a handful and run. We need someone like a Michael who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
He's gone to Basildon on loan, or whatever you want to call it. And their manager said to me, they lost 4-0 the other week when he played. And they said he did not stop running. He calls their back four.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll say about Michael. He is a grafter. He is an absolute grafter.
Yeah, we do lack that energy up the top end of the pitch. Even a Harry Prince, he's great on the ball, but he's not a big, strong, powerful attacker. You got little Owen.
Yeah, he's strong on the ball, H. But as you say, I don't think he's. If you're playing against them defenders we played against this week, I don't think he's doing much more than what Greasy did.
No,
in this respect of holding it up.
Hopefully it should be a good game, because I was looking at White Notley's results and it's just so inconsistent. The same as ours, to be honest. If you look anywhere from the bottom of the table up to, I think it was Dedham at 10th, it's so close. And I think White Notley got absolutely thumped the weekend, but before that, I think they had a close game against King Park Rangers, so you really don't know the bottom that anyone's in.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But yeah,
when you have a look at the games that we've lost, it's pretty much the whole top 7. Pretty much are the teams that have beat us. You know what I mean?
I think if you look at the teams that are down there with us, none of them have played the top teams like we have.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
that's where our points are going to need to come from. Am I right in thinking that Kieran and James, their suspension start next week? Is that right as well? Yeah.
Jono, you look like you're in Spain or somewhere.
He is.
I am in Spain. I am. I'm in
He
the
is.
Really?
Yeah.
Dedication, Kev.
Overseas, mate. Overseas.
I think they will be. I think Kieran and Cookie will be suspended this week.
Yeah.
How many games is it? Would it be 3 games, Kev?
I think it's 3 games. Yeah, I think Cookies would definitely be 3 games.
It's not 3.
Sure.
So Cookie's 3 and Kieran's 2. So
2,
yeah.
Oh, is it 3 and 2?
Yeah.
And that starts this week, is it, Joe?
Yeah.
What? So the game just gone didn't count?
No.
They were playing.
Kieran played Saturday.
Available. Yeah.
Kieran played Saturday. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So obviously we like to try and talk about other football stuff on this show. When I knew Kev was coming on, I didn't particularly talk about anything. But win or lose, I will talk about it. So, how was Millwall Saturday, Warren?
Yeah, no, it was all right. Stand a good day out. Other than it was a 1-1 draw at home, but to Derby, you've got to be winning those games really. But to be honest, don't expect any different. But all right, we're standard division. The Championship's just such a hard league, especially when we're like one of the teams with like the lowest budgets and all that.
Yeah.
It's always going to be tough, but no, it's good. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Who would have thought, really? We've got a West Ham, Tottenham, Millwall, Chelsea all sitting here talking about football.
I lost faith in football by Sunday afternoon. I know that much. I've lost faith in it.
Yeah, that was a good game, though.
No,
we did all right.
Well.
Yeah,
it was a good game.
We did all right. We did all right. We definitely, like I say, if you're going to lose, you'd rather lose. Trying to play the game. So we did all right. We've lost a lot worse way to Liverpool. Trying to sit deep, and if you're going to lose a game of football, you want to try and have a go. And say at least they did that. But Liverpool again, bit like what we're talking about. Even at this level, when you've got a side like Liverpool who have had the team together for a longer period of time, they just know where each other are. It just makes it so much easier. Chelsea are obviously still building, so football it's not just as simple as just turning up, is it? You know what I mean? It's all those knowing where your man's going to run and your teammate and where he's going to be, and it's almost become telepathic, as Kev will know. Being a coach and that, it's a lot easier when you've been together for a little while, and hopefully, and going back to Thurrock, hopefully we start to get that once we get a little bit of togetherness and a few more games under our belt. So
yeah. So what about you, John? Was the West Ham game on in the pub?
Some of us sadly didn't make it to the pub, mate.
Oh no!
Oh
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I done my job before the game Saturday.
Well, so you didn't miss much.
I did. No. I got plenty of stick in the car park from Kevin Greavesy. I wore my nice Chelsea hat Saturday, so I looked just like a West Ham fan. You'll see from Frank's photos, but we were 1-0 up, meerkatting around on the coach, have a look around. But yeah, once we was 2-1 down, we got off, and then it was all downhill from there.
Yeah,
Harry Prince did actually celebrate with me when it was 2-1, thinking West Ham was in front, and then Kev told him we was 2-1 down. Chucked him off me. But no, it was I didn't see your game on Saturday, Frank, so I was on my way here. But yeah, the football this weekend wasn't the best. I look forward to next Saturday already.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully the White Notley game's better than the West Ham top game anyway.
I did win the bus stop on the coach. So Derby, who was playing Millwall at the time, that was my pick, and they won me under.
Was it?
I took 50 and give 50 back.
Well done.
Yeah.
When are you back,
Right, just going on back on Chelsea Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a sending off?
Which one?
When he brought him down on the halfway line.
Similar to the Arsenal one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Saliba's one.
Yeah. I mean, when you put them side by side, it's very difficult to say no. I don't know.
What I would say is I think there was another defender very close compared to the Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you
was it Ben White?
Still with it.
They reckon 3 yards difference though. 3 yards really make that much of a difference?
It would against me. So what about Kudus's red card, Kev? Do you think that was a red card or not?
Nah. But which one?
I'll tell you what, we might even get in our team with temper problems like that.
Yeah, if we want to cement our place at the bottom of the discipline table, get Kudus in for a couple of games.
What's that? We've got 4 there this season, haven't we? Or 5.
Yeah.
Covo.
Yeah.
Does Covo's count?
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah. Chuck that in, mate. And your yellow.
Oh, well, abusive though.
At least we'll get a nice car from the FA. Top contributors for this season.
Right, anyway.
Quick one. Who do you coach? Sorry, Jace, just one more quick one. Kev, who do you coach on a Saturday morning? Is it Grays? The youngsters I see you coaching.
Under 16.
Yeah, okay. All right, you've been doing that a while, have you, as well?
Yeah, I've had them since they were 6, 7.
Any of them?
Any
make a
any
step
that
up?
might make a step up? Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's two or three that could come up if we had an under 18s. Could quite easily go and play in an under 18s.
They'll be playing in there. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Either of them got a temper?
Yeah, one of them has, unfortunately.
Oh, we
He's
love
gone
it.
back.
Look,
I know we've touched on it. I know obviously we don't want to go on too much on it, but obviously just to say as well, I had a really good conversation with Tony yesterday after the gym session, goalkeeper coach, about his under 17s, 18s coming over next season, and their manager who does them, I know quite well as well, which is quite good to have that rapport. What we've always said, and we want to be a team in who we've got good rapport with Pep, blah blah blah, rapport with, get the words out, and he would be ideal, you know. So it's something that I'm gonna have a good chat with him, and I might even try and get him to the next owners meeting.
Yeah.
What club are they at the moment? What club are they at the moment, Kev?
They're Greys, EGA under because there's EGA don't have a under 17s. They have to go from 16 to 18s. So they're playing Greys under 18s, EGA. But it'd be a good step in it. So you know, like with the player like Michael, he wouldn't have to go out on loan or whatever done for the season. You know, you've got Jack who's going to get regular football, as in not Jack Coventry, the other Jack.
Adams.
Adams. Yeah, you know, go and get football at regular football at men's level, as opposed to giving all these other teams to players. You know.
Yeah.
Because I think Tony Boyd-Taylor, who signed for us, and Jamal, they are likely to go and play for Basildon as well. The deal with Jamal will be though, if he goes, if we need him at any point, he just comes back. So if they want to go and play men's football for the rest of the season, which I think would do them good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, especially for a young keeper. Really, there ain't no point a young keeper sitting on our bench. If they can come back when we want them, then it's the ideal thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he'll come back if we need. And the good thing is, their manager at Basildon is my goalkeeper's dad, so I've got a good rapport with him as well. You know, he asked me if I had any keeper that we could, and I spoke to Jamal, and he said, yeah, he's well up for it. So
lovely.
Nice.
Brilliant. Anyway, I think we'll wrap that up there. Cheers for coming on, Kev.
No problem at all.
Yeah, cheers, Kev, mate.
And cheers,
Kev.
Jim and Jono.
Yeah, no worries.
John, when are you on?
Thursday. Thursday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you
I'll
are
be
there
there.
Saturday
I won't be missing a game. Don't worry about that.
What are you out there for?
then?
It's my mum's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Happy
John.
birthday,
Happy
Jono's
birthday.
mum.
There you go. She got a podcast shout out. I'll let her know. She'll be with that. That's my
One
birthday
more
today so far.
for Harry as well. One
Which
more
one?
for Harry.
Oh, yeah, engagement.
It's engagement. Yeah. So
Oh, sort of. Yeah. That was a good night, Saturday night. Fair play to him, putting on at the
Did you
club.
stay up there?
I was polite and stayed up. A couple of the boys went home and got changed, but I wandered into the party.
Congratulations, Harry, on your engagement.
Yeah, congratulations. Hey.
if he wants to suffer like the rest of us, it's up to him, isn't it? We're welcome him in.
So one more thing before we go. This episode was sponsored by the Lifting Equipment Specialists. They are our front of shirt sponsor. So big thanks to them. And if you stay on after we all finish talking, there'll be some nice clips of Saturday to go through as well. Anyway, cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks all.